Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in a mood to make a ghee. It seems like really very hard job, but it's really not. It's really easy to make it, and of course it just need one ingredient, which is of course butter. Here I have used unsalted butter. Some people like to use salted butter, but I haven't ever tried that one. So I'm going to show you how to make a ghee from unsalted butter. So like I said, this is unsalted butter and this is one cube which is weighed 250 gram, and I have four of them, so which will make altogether 1 kilogram. And 1 kilogram ghee is of course enough and a lot for me for a longer period of time. So I like to make it in a big bulk because the stuff like ghee doesn't get spoiled easily, and if you will maintain them well, you can store them for longer period of time, which is I personally do. Generally I do this every time I get 4 cubes and I make a ghee, lot of ghee, and which is good for few months, and I'm good with that, so I always make it in a big bulk. So now I will start with the process. I'm going to make in this pan because it has really thick base in it and it is non-stick. So make sure you take something similar which has a thick base, because otherwise our ghee will be burned, and which we do not want that. Here I'm unpacking one of each one by one, and I will just simply throw it into the pan. So I washed this pan and there was a little amount of water in it, so I just heat it up for few seconds. So that's why the base of the pan is little bit hot, as you may tell, because it started to dissolve right away. As you can see in the background, that my butter started to melt because it is little bit hot. Another tip is try to use a little bit bigger pan. I do not have other bigger pan than this. I have another extra one, but it's way too bigger, so I'm going to adjust in this one. But if you're trying first time, try to use it the bigger pan, but I have now a habit of using this one, so it doesn't matter to me right now. And bigger pan is also better because once your ghee will be almost done, there will be a lot of big bubbles in it, so it's safer to use the bigger pan for that reason as well. Now it's time to turn on the stove. Here I'm going to leave it on for medium heat right now, and then I'm going to slowly and gradually move it. I'm just going to move them in a circular motion so that it will dissolve faster. If you have a bigger pan, then you can do it little bit easily, but I'm going to be very careful because it's smaller. As you may see that it's on a medium heat, so we will keep it that way only. Making ghee, it's all about the patience game. It doesn't require too many ingredients, but it requires a lot of patience. So we will keep low flame only, or medium to low flame. We will not burn our ghee. It looks like ghee started to melt and there's only few cubes in it. So we have to continuously stir them so that it doesn't get stick to the bottom. Initially at this stage we will touch our base of the pan with the help of this spoon or spatula, but I will tell you when not to touch the base. At this stage, we can touch the bottom of this pan easily, and there's no problem in it. But once the milk solid part will be dropping to the bottom, at that time we will not touch it, and I'll show you when is the right time. As you can see that slowly the milkish texture is swimming on the top, which is good sign, and it started the process. Slowly I'm stirring, and you can see that it's still medium to low. And also I have this kind of stove, so it will automatically increase the flame and decrease it. And I've already set it up on a medium to low flame, so it may look like it's high on flame, but it will keep decreasing on times. So you may want to adjust according to as per your stove. Here more and more milky texture is on top. Now I'm going to let it simmer for few minutes, and I will keep stirring in between. Once in a while I will keep check on it. And make sure you do not leave your kitchen when you are making this, because all you need is just a little bit stirring and observation, right? So we will give that 100%. We'll not be lazy and sit around, because we do not want to let it burn our ghee. Okay, one little disclaimer. I forgot to mention that I have turned on my lights on top of this stove, so that's why it looks like a little bit more yellowish or orangish. I don't know how exactly to describe, but to be precise, this is not exactly this color. This is little bit different than this. This looks more orange and yellow, mango yellow color right now due to the light, but I'm going to show you the original color once I will turn off the light as well. Some of the milk solids are dropping to the bottom, and it's a little bit sticky, and you can see that my spatula, it's also a little bit sticky now. So now at this stage I will not touch the bottom. I will keep stirring it, but I will touch only the top part, not the base part, because it will disturb the milk solid part which are sticky to the bottom, and we do not want to do that. We want them to get down and stick there for a while, so that our ghee can be clear. You can use the splatter guard at this moment if you have one, because it will form the bigger and bigger bubbles slowly and gradually. So if you have one, you can use that. I don't have that one, so I'm going to leave that part. So like I said, that it has more and more bubble on the top, so you can use a splitter guard if you have right now. So just for the demonstration, I'm going to turn off the switch or light just to show you the exact color. See, this is the exact color. It doesn't have much difference, but I just like to show you in case if you're making it and if you're wondering that your color is not matching with the one I'm making it. So it's totally okay, because I have shoot under the light and without light as well, so that you can figure out exactly what color it should be. And this is my favorite part of this process, to see these million bubbles. I don't know, I just love to stare them. It just gives me happiness, and it gives me a surety that I'm one step closer to make this ghee, and we are almost done with this process. I can tell you that this ghee is going to turn out amazing. This is exactly what I wanted, such as the texture, color, these bubbles, and everything. And I can tell you that this is going to be amazing ghee after watching this process. Okay, so like I said that I'm not going to touch the bottom part of this pan. So I will keep stirring them and I will allow them to simmer under low flame. Okay, I would like to show you again one more time without any lights. So this is how it looks. There's a little bit difference in the color, and as you can see that it's not yet 100% clear. There is some clarity in it, but there's a still milky texture into the bubbles as the milk solids are still being pushed up from the bottom. You can see at this stage that it is a little bit clear, but the fat is not 100% clear yet. Okay, so we will just let it simmer for a while under the low flame, and the foam will start to dissipate. The bubbles will come up clearer as the milk solids settle, and our ghee will look clear in the middle. Now I can see more and more clear bubble on top, and as you can see the ghee is already separated and it looks crystal clear to me at this stage. And this happens when the milk solid settles in the bottom. Now my heat is off, but it's still sizzling and cooking, so I'm going to allow it for a few minutes. One thing is to be careful at this stage that do not overcook your ghee, and your ghee will not look as good as it should. But if you're making it first time, or even though you have a practice and you still end up getting it burned, you can still use it anyway. There's no harm in it. It will be a little bit more nutty in flavor and it will be a little bit darker, but you can still use it. Now you see, I would like to show you this milk particles which was collected to the bottom. So there are a lot of them into the bottom, so we do not want to disturb them. That's why I said that once they get started to build, we will not scrap it, or we will not stir it to the bottom part, and we will only stir to the top, so we will not touch the bottom part. So that was the reason. And the first sign you will realize that your ghee is done is when you will see the gigantic bubbles on the top. Can you see 4 to 5 of them here? If you can spot that, you know that your ghee is 100% done now. I am showing you that my stove is still off and it's still shimmering for a while. So our ghee is 100% done now, guys. I'm going to just leave it here for a while, and I'm going to allow it to cool it down a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to filter this ghee, and this is the night time right now, so I'm going to turn on the lights, so it will again looks like little bit darker in color, but it's not exactly how it looks like without the camera. I don't know, it's looking more darker in camera, so I will shoot in the morning as well and I'll show you the exact color how it looks. But due to the night time and due to these lights, it looks like darker in the pan, but as you can see in this spoon, it is yellowish. You can either directly scoop out of it with the help of a bigger spoon, or you can either use a metal strainer with fine mesh to strain the ghee. So out of 1 kilogram butter, my this bottle is filled, so I'm going to use another container to fill the rest of the ghee and enjoy the aroma of homemade ghee. The entire home smells so amazing. I'm just in love with the smell. Okay guys, so now to sum up, I would like to share 4 tips with you. So the tip number 1 is either you can throw this scrap away or you can make a roti dough along with this. And remember, if you have used the salted butter, then just remember to reduce the salt when you make a roti dough. And instead of 3 tablespoons, just use 2 tablespoon oil and 1 tablespoon this milk solid. So second tip is use heavy bottomed pan so that your ghee will not burn. Now tip number 3, make sure your pan is the right size. And our fourth tip is, of course, keep the heat on very low flame. And the last and fifth tip is don't overcook the ghee, as simple as that. So this is our ghee guys, and I will show you the exact and natural color tomorrow first thing in the morning, because right now it's the night time and it looks different. So this is the photo I clicked next morning under the natural sunlight. So this is the color it should look like, and I think it turns out amazing. Let me know in the comment box what do you think about it. Do you liked it or not? And if you enjoyed watching my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like, comment and share this video with your friends and family, and please do not forget to subscribe. And I will see you soon on my next video. Till then, bye.